What's up, guys? King Drew here with my man,
Life first in the building. You already know what it is.
and we want to welcome you guys to King Talk Live, where we talk about personal development, spiritual growth, and current events. So, today on this episode, yeah, we said it episode, so we're gonna bring you a hot one today, and we're gonna talk a little bit about what's going on with Kyrie Irving, which is very interesting, and how not per se trying to tell him what he should do or what he shouldn't do, but it's an idea that he should consider. Let's talk about Kyrie Irving. How you feel about the situation? I don't know how much you heard about it and how you feel about that, brother.
I mean, personally, when you look at that whole scenario, you just have to break it down, right, and ask yourself this, right? Because you hear the narrative again, and right that it's being promoted. You hear this narrative, and the narrative goes like this, right? That your employer has the right to ask you if you have been vaccinated, and if you have not, they can request that you do so in order to maintain employment there, despite however long you've been working for this corporation, right? So this is the overall narrative that's being promoted, right? Just so that's just it. So they have the power to do such things, right? So now when you apply that into the Kyrie Irving scenario, right? It's simple. But then again, oh, people have biases, right? Please show me where's the bias in that? Someone is forcing you to do something against your will. How is that any different than to your employer saying, you know what, we ain't gonna pay you. If you still want to keep your job, you better work, but we ain't gonna pay you. Because why? All those benefits, because they got something that you still need from them, right? So all of those benefits that you have that you need in order to survive, your health insurance, so forth, etc., right? This is how we're going to hold that leverage, right? In that sense, right? Just as an analogy, right? So personally, when it comes to that whole situation, unfortunately, again, you have people who the individuals, in my opinion, who willingly went out and took the vaccine, right? In this particular scenario, unfortunately, has been used as a pawn into promoting that, now all of a sudden they feel uncomfortable. And I'm not suggesting that you might not have individuals who now develop a certain level of some kind of phobia around this whole thing, right? This anxiety, all of a sudden, like, oh, because just in their overall reaction to it, right? I'm not saying that that doesn't exist. However, now all of a sudden you have this narrative being pushed that this group of people is now afraid, and because of these people, now we have to make sure everyone now is vaccinated. Isn't that not discrimination? So you're essentially catering to a group of people while saying forget about these other people. Isn't that not discrimination within itself, right? But no, that's your bias, right? So personally, when you look at the whole Kyrie situation, man, and you really just sit and look at it, you have a narrative that is taking control, and Kyrie is caught up in that, right? As far as how his circumstances is being, talked about, right? It's kind of like these individuals. You got Perkins, you got Stephen A. Smiths, you got all of these jokers, right, coming out, and is well the corporation has the right, and they should, and they could control, like, what? Now, what if the narrative was different, right? If somebody would have said, hey, guess what? You can't get a booster shot, right? And if you try to go get that booster shot, we're gonna take your money away.
Mm.
Like, it's just like it just doesn't make sense, right? But again, you got individuals who are so like so convinced that this is the only way, right? Based upon the narrative that's being pushed. Personally, I salute Kyrie Irving for doing what
Back.
he feels is necessary, right? Because why? It's not always about money, people. We got to wake up and understand, right? Money, think about what we have learned about money. Oh, to understand is the root of all evil. So, and but yet still, look at what we do in order to obtain it, right? So, personally, Kyrie stood in his own square and he said, "Listen, man. Granted, he's a very successful brother, right? Very talented, right? So, hey, would Kyrie Irving be okay? Absolutely, right? But guess what? He's now everyone has to draw the line, and this is us seeing in real time his line that he drew, right? So I salute Kyrie Irving. I stand with that brother all day. You know what I mean? Like this is what it is. People like if because again, when are you gonna draw the line? When is enough gonna be enough? Until when? Until somebody comes and pulls something so ridiculous to you. And then guess what? When you look to your left and look to your right, ain't gonna be nobody left to stand with you. And then what are you gonna do then? Right? So it's unity. We gotta come together now. This is how we hit, and this is how we hit hard. Look around the world. Look at what's going on in Europe. Look like they're united, coming together, and hitting back the system. Come on. So personally, man, I salute Kyrie. Very bold and brave and necessary stance. And I hope and I, more individuals can understand. And again, he's not saying he's against vaccination. He's just simply trying to say, yo, this is my body, right? We got all these other disease, but no, right? So in that sense, yeah, that's all I'll say. Again, I mean, I rock with
brother.
Kyrie. You know what I mean?
Brother, I'm right there with you. I watched his live, and literally it was just like, yo, he didn't say that he's an anti-vaxxer. He's not against it. He literally said, "Hey, this is my personal choice. If you are for vaccines, you're against vaccines. He supports you either way." So at the end of the day, it's like, yo, now when I hear all of this and I hear the Stephen A's and the Perkins and all of that good stuff, for me, it's like, okay, so now I wanted to take it to a bigger level where it's like, yo, if Kyrie, if you're watching this, I would hope so. That would be really dope. I would love for you guys to, instead of worrying about mandates and all this nonsense, like, yo, create your own league. What is stopping y'all from doing that? You know what I mean? There's nothing that's stopping you guys from doing that because at the end of the day, if y'all don't play, there ain't no league. How about that? If y'all don't play, he said in his live he's a hooper. So at the end of the day, if y'all don't play, there ain't no league. I'm gonna say it again. So, and we can put that into football too. So, and I feel like when it comes to the being vax, unvax, whatever you want to call it, it's like I feel like people put that in a political space. So when you put it in a political space, it's in a bubble. So now I can't really talk about that because I'm at work or wherever. I can't really talk. No, no, no. Forget all of that noise. Forget all of that noise. Like I said, at the end of the day, if y'all don't play, there ain't no league. So if y'all can come together, I'm pretty sure Kyrie, all these people, work with them, build another league. You don't necessarily need a 5-on-5. You can do a half court, whatever you want to do. Build your own league, man. Because at the end of the day, if you go back and look back at the prices for some of these teams that are established back in the day, if you go into football, you go back and look. The Green Bay Packers, you know how much somebody purchased that team for? It was $50. $50, bro. So, you know what I mean? Just building the league where it don't have to be structured literally like the NBA. You can start it can be whatever the case may be and work from there. Because at the end of the day, you don't truly know where it's gonna end up going. But if I feel like with Kyrie right now, he's in a space where it's like people are listening to him because it's not like a Kaepernick situation where with Cap, I respect Cap because he stood up for what he believed in, but he wasn't vocal about it. So at the end of the day, people got to tarnish his ideas and what he stood for and why he was doing what he was doing. But at least with Kyrie with that live, I don't know if you've seen it, brother, but at least he said where he stood and he gave his own point of view, which is what I liked about that. Because people are gonna give their own opinions regardless of the fact. You feel me? So with Kyrie, I love the fact that he actually came out. It was a 20-minute live. I don't know. You can go check it out. I actually will share it down in the description below so you can check it out for yourself. And literally, he gave his point of view on where he stands when it comes to all of this. He says he's not an anti-vaxxer. At the end of the day, he said that when he came in to play this season, they had it where it was like he didn't know that they were going to push a mandate on him. So for him, he didn't really plan for that. He thought he was going to play ball, and that was it. So for me, when I hear it, I'm like, yo, at the end of the day, there's enough black people in the league for you. If y'all stop playing, there ain't going to be no league. Let's be real here. Let's be 100. We keep it a buck over here. If y'all don't play, there ain't no league. So at the end of the day, man, when it comes to all of that, I feel like at the end of the day, build your own stuff. Forget all of this nonsense. That way you can create your own band-aids. How about that? You ain't got to worry about nobody telling you can't work. And I'm telling you, if you do, people will come and watch. I'll go watch it because it's something new. Think about that. It's something new. And it's outside of the spectrum that you're used to. So when it comes to the whole Kyrie thing, I feel like take it to the next level. Build your own league. Get all of this nonsense they talking about. They can build on it mandates. Y'all all move over to Kyrie's league, or whoever want to take that mantle and go forward. And then we'll all be watching that because the NBA will be dead, which would be crazy, right? Think about that, brother. The NBA would be dead. Think about it. It'd be real. It'd be dead. Trust and believe. There ain't no black players playing in the NBA. It'll be dead. Let's be honest here. So
Yeah, game over. Game over. That's
game over. It'll
over.
be game over. I want to thank you guys for watching King Talk Live with my man.
Life first, you already know what it is. Let's go.
Yeah, man. So if you are a returning subscriber, you already subscribed, make sure you like, comment, give your feedbacks down below, please. We would like to hear how you feel. And if you haven't subscribed and you're new to our channel, hit that subscribe button and hit that notification bell. So without further ado, I want to thank y'all for watching. In other words, peace.